The excitement surrounding the Japanese Grand Prix is already reaching new heights, with plenty of storylines developing even before the race weekend kicks off. Among the biggest talking points is the switch between Lawson and Tsunoda, a move that has set the stage for intense discussions throughout the paddock. But that's not all. Weather conditions are expected to play a crucial role, and Ferrari's battle with McLaren could make this an unforgettable showdown. One of the most unpredictable factors in this race is the rain, which has the potential to disrupt every team's carefully crafted strategy. While practice sessions on Friday and Saturday are expected to take place under dry conditions, Sunday could be a completely different story. Forecasts indicate a significant drop in temperature, which will force teams to rethink their setup choices as early as Friday. Adding to the challenge, there's an 80% probability of rain on race day, with the heaviest showers predicted to hit in the morning. With such conditions in play, teams will have to be on high alert, adjusting their strategies in real time. We've already seen how unpredictable weather can shake up a race weekend, as was the case in Melbourne. There, teams faced shifting track conditions that led to massive variations in performance across different sessions. Many had to modify their car setups to accommodate the possibility of rain, a decision that had a huge impact on race outcomes. And that's just one aspect of what makes this race so fascinating. In addition to the weather, the Suzuka circuit itself has undergone some notable changes that could affect race dynamics. A new asphalt layer has been added from the exit of the final chicane to the end of the first sector, a stretch of track that demands high downforce and exceptional grip. While this resurfacing is expected to enhance traction, it could also lead to increased tire degradation, a challenge that teams must carefully navigate. Beyond the fresh asphalt, Suzuka has introduced modifications to curbs and runoff areas that could significantly impact race strategy. One of the biggest changes is at Turn 9, where a single curb has been replaced with a higher double curb. This adjustment means drivers will need to be extra precise with their lines. Any miscalculation could result in unsettling the car, or worse, losing control. Additionally, synthetic grass has been removed from several turns, including 2, 7, 9, 14, and 17, replaced instead with gravel traps. What does this mean for the drivers? Simple. One small mistake while attempting an overtake in these areas could end in disaster. A wheel slightly off the racing line might send a car sliding into the gravel, potentially ruining their race in an instant. With overtaking opportunities already limited at Suzuka, these track modifications add another layer of complexity, forcing drivers to be more calculated in their attacks. Meanwhile, beyond the physical changes to the circuit, the buzz surrounding Formula One extends far beyond just the racing surface. The biggest headline leading into the Japanese Grand Prix is the driver swap between Yuki Tsunoda and Liam Lawson. Tsunoda, racing in front of his home crowd, has a golden opportunity to make history. A podium finish for him in Japan would mark the first time a homegrown driver has stood on the Suzuka podium since 2012, and only the third time in the history of the sport. Tsunoda himself has expressed confidence in the RB21, describing it as a car that suits his driving style far better than its predecessor. He's embracing the pressure, knowing that the expectations from fans and the team are higher than ever. He has openly stated that his goal is to finish on the podium, even while trying to manage expectations. The added challenge? This will be his debut race with Red Bull, making this moment even more crucial for his future with the team. On the other side of this dramatic driver swap, Liam Lawson is stepping into a new challenge with Racing Bulls. The New Zealander, who has shown flashes of brilliance in his limited Formula One appearances, now finds himself in a position where he must prove his worth all over again. For Lawson, the timing of this decision came as a surprise. Suzuka is a circuit he knows well and has performed strongly on in the past. Missing out on this race in a Red Bull seat is undoubtedly frustrating, but he now has a chance to make a statement in his new role. Lawson has been clear about his mindset. His focus remains on making the most of this opportunity. Though disappointed by the timing, he understands that proving himself now could determine his future in Formula One. In his own words, this is a chance he wasn't expecting so soon, but that doesn't change his approach. His goal remains the same: perform at the highest level and show Red Bull they might have made the wrong call. Meanwhile, beyond the driver drama, the front of the grid promises to deliver an intense battle. Ferrari and McLaren are set to go head-to-head once again, with both teams believing they have the edge at Suzuka. The track layout plays a crucial role in this duel. Ferrari has looked strong in medium and high-speed corners, while McLaren's advantage has come from exceptional tire management and stability. However, Suzuka's design, with only two low-speed corners, could tilt the balance in Ferrari's favor. That said, McLaren has proven to be incredibly consistent, especially in changing conditions. Their performance in Australia showcased their ability to maintain strong race pace, even as the track evolved throughout the weekend. That resilience is what makes them such a dangerous opponent in this championship fight. Ferrari, on the other hand, still has some question marks surrounding its ability to sustain performance across an entire weekend. The speed is there, but the unpredictability and setup choices could be a crucial factor in deciding the outcome of this Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton weighed in on Ferrari's fluctuating performance, pointing out that their biggest challenge has been fine-tuning the car's setup. He admitted that even he is still learning about his own car, making setup adjustments a crucial part of maximizing performance. In the last race, a miscalculation in his Saturday setup forced him to struggle through the entire race. This highlights just how much precision is required in getting the car's balance right, especially on a demanding circuit like Suzuka. For Ferrari, this race presents an opportunity to prove their consistency. The team isn't bringing any major upgrades to Japan, with their next big development, an updated floor, now rescheduled for Bahrain. This means their focus will be entirely on optimizing setup, fine-tuning rear wing adjustments, and nailing the ideal ride height. Ferrari's engineers have been closely analyzing data from China, where they found that the SF25 performs at its best under specific conditions. If they can replicate that setup, they could pose a serious threat at the front. Charles Leclerc has also been vocal about the car's strengths and weaknesses. He acknowledged that Ferrari has made significant progress in high-speed corners, but still struggles in low and medium-speed sections. Looking at past performances, McLaren had the upper hand in Melbourne's final sector, which could be attributed to better tire management rather than outright pace. However, on race day, Ferrari struggled across various sections of the track, raising concerns about their adaptability under changing conditions. Leclerc admitted that improving Ferrari's overall race pace is a work in progress. While the car has shown glimpses of brilliance, sustaining that performance across different track layouts remains the key challenge. The team knows that even the smallest miscalculation in setup could mean the difference between victory and playing catch-up. With McLaren looking stronger than ever, Ferrari cannot afford to fall behind in the development race, especially with the championship battle intensifying. One thing that cannot be ignored is McLaren's position as the team to beat right now. Their dominance, especially in managing tire degradation, has given them a clear edge over the competition. Whether it's a single-lap shootout in qualifying or maintaining pace over a race distance, they have consistently found a way to stay ahead. Even in Australia, where mixed conditions threw strategy into chaos, McLaren remained in control, showcasing their ability to adapt better than anyone else on the grid. However, the season is long and nothing is guaranteed. While McLaren currently holds an advantage, the competition is closing in. Unlike previous seasons where a single dominant team ran away with the championship, this year's battle remains wide open. Mistakes will be costly and consistency will be key. One significant factor that could disrupt McLaren's progress is their internal driver battle. With both drivers securing a race win already this season, team dynamics will play a crucial role in how they approach the next races. Some have drawn comparisons to the 2016 season, when Mercedes teammates Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton fought for the championship in one of the most intense intra-team rivalries in Formula One history. McLaren finds itself in a similar position now. Both drivers are evenly matched, and if they start taking points off each other, it could allow their rivals to catch up. The difference this time is that Ferrari and Red Bull are lurking just behind, ready to capitalize on any missteps. At Suzuka, all eyes will be on how McLaren manages this situation. Will they allow their drivers to race freely, or will they impose team orders to secure maximum points for the championship? With no major upgrades expected from rival teams for this race, McLaren's biggest competition might come from within their own garage. With all these factors in play, the Japanese Grand Prix is shaping up to be a thriller. The track, the weather, the driver swaps, and the ongoing championship battle all add up to an unpredictable weekend ahead. As we look ahead to the Suzuka Grand Prix, one thing is certain. The stage is set for an intense, high-stakes battle. The weather could be a major factor, throwing even the best-laid plans into disarray. Teams will need to be on top of their game, adapting to track changes and managing the added pressure of an unpredictable race. The modifications to Suzuka's layout, combined with the possibility of rain, mean that every lap will count, and every decision, whether it's on car setup, tire strategy, or driver tactics, could make the difference between a podium finish or a disaster. For Ferrari, McLaren, and the rest of the pack, this race presents a crucial opportunity to either capitalize on the momentum they've built or regroup and adapt for the challenges ahead. With both McLaren drivers locked in a fierce battle, the Japanese Grand Prix might also be the race where their rivalry truly heats up. Meanwhile, Tsunoda and Lawson will be looking to prove themselves, with Tsunoda eager to deliver a historic performance in front of his home crowd, and Lawson fighting to keep his place in the spotlight. The twists and turns of this season have kept fans on the edge of their seats, and the Suzuka Grand Prix promises to be no different. With the championship fight intensifying and the drama unfolding at every corner, this weekend is shaping up to be one of the most exciting of the year. As the race draws near, we're left with one final question. Who will come out on top when the dust settles at Suzuka? Let us know your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. And don't forget to stay tuned for more coverage as the season continues to unfold.